Hi everyone, this is Richard at altFINS. Today I'm reviewing my portfolio and wanted to share some insights with you. Primarily I want to focus on some of the neat features that the platform provides while also demonstrating some of the insights in the technical analysis of some of the coins that are in my portfolio. Don't want this to be some investment recommendation. Really you have to make your own decisions. But again, I'll show you some of the steps that I go through. So I logged into my account. If you connect your exchange account APIs through our platform, which is very easy, you can do that through the user menu here. I've connected 6 of them where I have accounts. If you do that, then you will have your portfolio all in one place, available for review. So when I get back to the dashboard, you can see that here's my portfolio and the portfolio balances. I also have a watch list separately from that. Actually, my portfolio is bigger than this, so if I go to the portfolio tab, because the dashboard only shows the top 10 in my portfolio, top 10 holdings. So if I go to the portfolio tab, I will have my complete portfolio there as well. Now that it's loaded, there's also 2 different views. One is the detail view where we show you every position on every exchange, but realistically I typically look at the summary table where all of my positions are summarized across the exchanges. And if I want to see where do I own the Ethereum Classic, then I just expand this row to see that it's on Kraken. And here now I can review some of my positions, how they performed in the last day, week, and a month. And let's dig into some of my holdings. Most of my holdings or portfolio is still allocated to Bitcoin. As you can see that in the pie chart as well. Bitcoin makes up majority of my portfolio, and then I have a number, 10, 12 different altcoins that I allocate about a third of my portfolio to. Long term, I believe in Bitcoin raising or advancing much further from these levels, and I'm not such a frequent trader that I can necessarily manage more than a dozen positions at a time. So I have Kusama, I have very little bit of Ripple. We can look at that ride and that coin. Monero I like, Ethereum I like as well. So let's go ahead and look at some of these coins in greater detail. I'll start with the top one, which is Bitcoin, obviously. And I also encourage you to go to our blog for the latest updates. We have a list of the top 50 coins, more or less, where we conduct and update our technical analysis. And so here, if I search for Bitcoin, you can see what our thoughts were just a few days back, where we basically said that the oscillator ratings are indicating that Bitcoin is very overbought. It's clearly made some big advances, but we think that that signals at least a temporary pause or a modest correction. I think it could retest the $20,000 level, which is now the support. Previously was a very strong resistance, but now it became support. So when I expand the details, I can see that it's clearly an uptrend across all 3 time horizons, the short term, medium, long term. But the oscillator rating, which is our sort of summary of all the major oscillator indicators like RSI, is quite high. In fact, if I look at the details on the indicator, you can see that the oscillator rating is very overbought, and that consists of various RSI ratings, indicators. It includes the stochastic, it includes the CCI, Williams, and others. They're all more or less overbought. Therefore, we think that Bitcoin is going to stall here for a while. If you look at the bigger chart, it's going to stall here at around 24,000 for a while. We think actually quite likely even pull back to 20,000. No, what I could do is sell some of my portion of Bitcoin here and try to buy a little lower. I could be, cute like that. I'm not going to do that now, but overall, I think Bitcoin is going to continue to advance next year. So I'm bullish on the market overall, and that sets the overall sort of background for my analysis. The other one that I own, and probably not enough of, is Ethereum. And if you look at the chart of Ethereum, it's clearly in the uptrend on all three time horizons: short term, medium, long term, and it's making really nice higher highs right here. I'm sorry, higher highs up here and higher lows, which are really very textbook markings of an uptrend. And what we also said in our blog recently is that Ethereum is actually rising in the rising wedge. Okay, rising wedge is a pattern that at some point is oftentimes a reversal pattern. So we could see, and I think it's going to happen around the $700 level, where we could see a reversal of Ethereum at least back to about $600 level. So we're about 616 here. I think the price is going to go higher. It's been a very solid uptrend. The momentum is still positive. RSI is above 50, and the MACD is also indicating a buy. And very importantly, volume on up days, which is indicated by OBV, on balance volume, is trading higher as well, indicating that demand is exceeding supply, or in other words, days when Ethereum closes up has greater volume than days when Ethereum closes down. As you can see that in the volume statistics here, highlighted in green on days up and red on days down. So all of this suggests that Ethereum should go higher from here. And I'm going to add to my position. Currently, I own, let's see how much I own. And when I get back to, let's go to the trade tab. If we look at my balances, and again, I look at the summary table view, Ethereum, I own it on Bittrex and Bitfinex, but in total about $1,800 worth. So let's go ahead and find out where do I have some available cash balance. Ethereum, here I have some on Binance and Kraken. So let's go ahead and trade it on Binance. And I'm going to trade, as I mentioned, I want to buy some Ethereum versus Tether. So let's select that pair. So my order entry form is automatically pre-filled. Let's look at the chart again. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a pullback here recently from 650 to about 616. I think it's going to bounce around here somewhere and head higher to the $700 level. I'm going to look at the order book. The spreads are extremely tight, which is great. I'm going to put in a limit buy order. You should always use limit orders if you can. Indicate the best price currently and how much I want to buy. I want to buy about $1,000 worth. So that's about 15. Oh, my bad, 1.5. Let's go ahead, refresh the best price, send. The order was placed successfully. Let's see if it's in the transaction history. Right here, it's filled. Great. So that's Ethereum. When we get back to the screener, continue to look at some opportunities here. Ripple here, I own very tiny little amount. Has been really under a lot of pressure recently. It ran up ahead of an airdrop, and then it's been, after the airdrop, it's been declining, and recently, I think yesterday, there was an SEC investigation announcement which really has pummeled the price all the way down where this rise had begun. We're approaching the 200-day average, moving average. Perhaps it could stop there around 30 cents, but I wouldn't bet on it. It really looks like a falling knife right now. The MACD continues to indicate a bearish momentum, both as well as RSI is declining, and the ADX indicator, which is strength, is also declining. So clearly the uptrend has been broken. The other thing I want to look at is Chainlink. I'm going to show you an interesting feature. If you connect your exchange accounts to our platform, what you will be able to do, which is a recent feature, which is show your trades in chart. So here you can see that I had bought 100 link on Poloniex back a few weeks ago for $14.30. So clearly at this point I'm losing some money here in this trade. $12 is a really strong support level, which is where we are now. I would like to see the price hold here. The momentum has been kind of flattish to maybe even slightly bearish, so not looking that great right now, but I'm relying on that support. It had been doing some really nice higher highs and higher lows as well. Great uptrend, but it had broken that up channel recently, and it's now moving sideways. But again, it's held that $12 support level several times, so I'm going to assume it will again. If it doesn't, it's likely break down to this. The next support level is around $10, which is also happens to be the 200-day moving average. What I will do, however, in the meantime, I do own it, but I'm going to create an alert. So here I'm going to say find link, and when the price dips below 1150, I want to be notified and perhaps sell my position, because the next stop will be $10. So I click on the bell icon to create an alert link under 1150. All right. So let's remove these filter criteria and do perhaps one more that I really like is Monero. As you can see, it's trading up on generally a down day. That's a very good indication that there is some very high demand for this coin. As you can see, the trend's been very steadily improving, continuing. I'm going to also look at some of my trades here. I had bought it a while back now, a few months ago at 75 or so on Kraken, and I added more around 95, sold a little bit here. But you know, again, this is a very neat feature if you can see your trades in the chart and quickly get an understanding of where you bought or where you sold it. I would like to add more, frankly. It's broken up again past the prior upswing high, so it's making some new highs again. Maybe let's look at the lower time frame. So I'm on daily time frame. Let's look at the hourly time frame, see how the price has been progressing in the last day or two on the hourly basis. Yeah, it's not giving me a lot of chances to buy it lower, but I'm gonna try. I'm going to put a limit price at 160, see if I get lucky and pick up some Monero there. let's see where it trades. If I drill down into Monero, let's filter Monero here out, and I drill down to the pair level, I can see that the greatest volume is against Tether, and this pair trades greatest amount on CoinX. I don't have an account there, but it also trades a fair amount on Binance. So let's go ahead and trade it there. I can go to the trade view from here. And here my order entry form is already preloaded, pre-filled. I can take a look at, again, the spreads are very tight. Put a limit order. I only have about $600 worth of Tether available at this point. So let's go ahead and buy about best price. And I want about 3.5. Monero is all I can afford at this point to buy. Let's go ahead and send the order. Oh, no, actually no. What I wanted to do is buy it at 160, right? Let's just say 161. And maybe I can buy, no. All right, let's go ahead and buy about 3.5 worth of Monero at 161 limit price. Maybe I get lucky and the price dips there. There's a lot of volatility in the market, so it's quite possible. And this order is now in my open orders on Binance. Great. So that's it for today. Hope that helps you, again, using our tool to navigate around the crypto market and find some opportunities as well. I encourage you to connect your API, your accounts through API, because I think that will give you a great overview of your portfolio and an ability to quickly execute some trades, as well as find opportunities within your portfolio as well and monitor it. Enjoy the holidays, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.